All right, looks like we are immediately getting a path divergence here as both of our runners start on this randomizer race. Unfortunately, Lionel's deciding they don't want to behave and sniping Sky already.
Yeah, never a good thing to see Lionel's this early in the race. Ooh, just got sniped by that Zola Fireball, did lobsang, going into vanilla level 1. Both of them did find the letter. Of course, the letter is needed if you want to buy potions at a potion shop, but neither one of them are going to show it right away. You don't want to go and sit through that text.
No, but interesting thing, the shop that Sky just exited, bombs, 2 rupees in this seed.
Oh, that is fantastic. We always love to see cheap bombs, and that means half a rupee for a single bomb boy. What a deal today.
Yeah, that's going to be huge.
Absolutely. Now, Sky has found the first dungeon of this match.
This looks like level 2. Let's let the map confirm it. Yep.
Indeed it is. Yep, that crescent moon shape definitely confirms it is level 2. We have our first secret discovery by lobsang, and it's the small secret worth 8 rupees. So a little bit less than the 10 you'd see normally in Zelda 1.
If I can go back to Sky side for a second, finding 2 this early is actually a really, really good thing because with having 0 swords, 2 has a tendency of having a bunch of bombs just laying out in the open, so that's going to give her a way to not only explore the dungeon itself, but if she just wants to take the bombs and run, she can certainly do that and have ways to explore the overworld.
Ooh, but unfortunately, we see already an early Patra sighting in the desert room where Dodongo normally is. This is the normal Guerrilla set that you'd see in Vanilla Level 2, so at least it's not the Wizrobe set that we saw yesterday.
True, but it's never fun taking a look and seeing a Patra in your first dungeon.
Not at all. Ooh, a heart pickup for Sky. That means she's got 4 hearts now and a 1/3 chance of picking up the white sword if she can find it. And we have discovered on lobsang's side that the medium secret is low. It's only worth 26 rupees, so that could be a factor in terms of money. So we're going to find out what that large secret is, and if that one's small too, rupees definitely going to be an issue. In my screen, he just entered a dungeon. How about you?
So speaking of that dungeon that lobsang just entered, this is looking like it's either going to be 1 or 8. We'll see what happens when he goes left, if he goes left.
Ooh, magical sword spotting for Skybilz, and this looks like level 1. Magical sword, of course, the most powerful sword in this game. It does 4 times as much damage as the wooden sword. You will need anywhere between 10 hearts and 14 hearts to pick it up, so keep an eye on it if they get that many hearts. This guy's going to go to the fairy fountain and replenish her energy.
Yeah, so about 3.5 minutes in here, so we haven't really seen a whole lot of action so far. No weapons. Really the only thing that's been found so far is Sky found a couple of bombs sitting there in level 2, but aside from that, we really haven't had a whole lot.
Sky finding a medium secret behind Vanilla level 3, and behind Vanilla level 2 is a bomb shop with a meat at 80 rupees, a key at 86. But yeah, those 2 rupee bombs, very nice. He's going to go ahead and buy the maximum.
Absolutely, there's no reason not to in this case. And then for those of you wondering, no, there hasn't been a freezing there on lobsang's screen. He was just marking the stuff on his map, and that is why he looked like he was just standing there randomly.
It's taken an awfully long time marking that map, though. Another secret discovery found. Oh, baby! 147 rupee large secret dynamite!
And the smile on Sky's face is gigantic as she finds that, and the wooden sword back to back.
My goodness, it's a jackpot here in the southwestern corner of Hyrule. Wooden sword and a mega secret. Holy smokes.
Thinking about the wooden sword being here in the far southwest corner, lobsang is taking his time going through the forest first, because technically there are 3 Armo statues and a bunch of open caves here. So that's going to give Sky a huge advantage going forward right now.
Yeah, now a penalty has been found by lobsang. He's going to lose some of those rupees he's got. 181 rupees for Sky. He's going to go ahead and take it. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's another huge secret. I mean, it's nice to find a huge secret, but when you have 181 rupees, you kind of don't want to see that large secret, considering there's only 3 in the game.
No, but now what she's hoping and praying to find here is a blue ring shop.
Yes, indeed, because she now has 253 rupees. It's going to be 251. She's going to go ahead and top out on bombs. Now, will she go back and buy the meat? No. Yep, as you were saying, TGE, yep, Sky is going to be looking for that blue ring shop.
Yeah, I've watched Sky play quite a bit, and I know one of the things that she values above all else is she would rather have a much higher defense than offense, so she's going to value things such as the blue ring and the letter much higher than something, say, the white sword, so she's definitely going to be looking and hunting for that blue ring shop.
Lobsang has found one of the large secrets as well. He's up to 162 rupees, going to buy some more bombs. And I think we're going to see a lot of people go into those bomb shops in this race, given the price.
And look at that, Sky did find a blue ring shop, but it's slightly out of her price range now because she found a door repair.
Ooh, bad luck there on Sky's side, but at least she knows where to go if she wants a blue ring. Price is the standard 250 rupees.
And I 100% agree with what Sky is doing here. Now having a nearly full complement of bombs and a wooden sword, go back and attack level 2.
And Lobsang is going to find that same 250 rupee blue ring shop. Hearts are the standard 10. I don't expect any purchases there, but kind of an expensive magical shield, 135 rupees.
Wouldn't be the craziest thing I've seen purchased.
No, and yeah, magical shield, not a bad item to have. I usually see people, if they do buy it, they buy it later on in their quest, particularly before they go to level 9, because what a magical shield does is it helps defend you against the Wizrobe zaps and also the Zola's fireballs as well. So it's something nice to have. Not many people take it, but it's an extra upgrade on defense if you do need it.
Yeah, that's one of those items you're going to see if people have found, red ring and silver arrows really early in the seed. They really have nothing else better to spend their rupees on.
Of course, the one thing they do have to be careful of is if they get eaten by a like and they don't get out of that quick enough, they're going to lose that shield. Both of these players are now in the same level 2. Sky is going to be looking for an item that is on the ground. By on the ground, either it's going to be on the ground all by itself, or she'll have to full clear a room full of enemies in order to get the item that's going to be held within.
There's also a few additional for the item, of course, to be within the body of an enemy, because there are technically Stalfos in this set, and Stalfos can hold on to items within their bones.
That's right. We saw that happening yesterday. A like having a heart container within themselves. So, yep, we can see that in level 2. It's not just a level 1 thing, folks. Ooh, Lobsang taking a death there. He's going to have to give it another shot. But again, he does not have the wooden sword yet.
True, but I also don't disagree with him giving this a good old try because it's a rather simple enemy set with the Berea set, and bombs are going to make it a little bit easier to kill something like the Berea, so I don't disagree with exploring 2 here.
Sky getting a lucky heart there to go back to a heart and a half. She was getting down there on health. Gonna have to be really careful of these blue Gorillas. Got one more left to go and finding another heart in the process. No problem. And getting a fairy to boot. Nice room there for Sky.
And unfortunately, little Mr. Rope, you are not required today. So that's one thing we know: meat will not be a required purchase anymore.
Yep, that is good to know. And yeah, that's one of the best spots you can have.
Oh, look at that item in that grid rub!
Holy smokes, that is really going to help her out this early in the game. The all-important ladder.
That is a huge, huge early find for Sky. Having the sword was a huge advantage to start with, and now getting the ladder as basically the first item she finds, that's putting her in a commanding position early.
Absolutely, yeah. As I was saying, yeah, that's one of the best spots you can find a bait block because, let's face it, there is no block because you have the door on the left and there's nowhere else to go. But yeah, that ladder, my goodness gracious, yeah, very happy about that. And as you said, that is going to give her an early advantage already.
Yeah, the other thing is, take a look at Sky's rupee count. She's at 252 right now, so when she leaves here, she can go and get a blue ring.
Absolutely, yep. So very productive level 2 for her. So all she's got to do is find that Triforce. And now Lobsang has found the location of that magical sword.
Yeah, how much you want to bet Patra guards the Triforce?
Probably quite a bit. I mean, it is the desert room, and the desert room does have a drop, so it wouldn't surprise me if the Triforce was behind that Patra. And considering that all she has is wooden sword, good luck. Remember, 2 hearts is what she's going to lose each time she gets bopped. But if she decides to back out of level 2, she could go ahead and buy the blue ring and then give it another try.
That's definitely not a bad idea, especially considering she just got sniped going to that 5x2 room.
And she's going to get out of level 2, and I would assume either go for another level or make a play for that blue ring.
Oh, it's right here. It's literally 2 screens away from you. I would be making the play at the blue ring, 100%.
That's exactly what she's going to do, going back to that shop to get that blue ring. And, ooh, same situation as happened to Lobsang that happened to Sky. Finds the second large secret when he was already at 200 rupees.
But he's also going to be very happy that he found the wood sword here as well.
Absolutely. So now he's got the full 255 rupees. He can buy that blue ring. He knows the location of the blue ring shop, and Sky has purchased that blue ring, so that means her defense is going to be increased. It's going to be doubled, so the damage she takes will be reduced to 1/2.
Now I'm going to stop in and pick up a couple more bombs with 2 of her last 3 rupees.
That's one of those rare situations that you can actually buy a lot for just a few rupees.
Hey, sometimes you got to economize.
Absolutely, and nothing wrong with that. And she is not going to go back to level 2 right now. She's going to do some exploring on the coast first.
I don't disagree with this thought here because at this point she knows the Triforce in only a couple of rooms. One of them involves killing a Patra. So with only wood sword, even though she's got 4 hearts blue ring, which is the equivalent of 8 hearts in theory, having wood sword to kill a Patra, that's no place you want to be.
Not at all. And another secret discovery here from Sky. It's a small one worth 8 rupees. And on Lobsang's side of the board has gone ahead and purchased the blue ring. So now both of them have the blue ring defense.
Yeah, and again, but right now, Sky does have the advantage from having the ladder, although it looks as if Lob's going to go back into 2 and delve deeper. And oh, that's a huge, huge find on the any roads there for Sky. That any road taking her to the lake in the dead woods, so now she knows, unless she is digged on her block, recorder isn't going to be required.
That is fantastic, and yeah, pretty good warps there for the take any road. So let's see if she goes back to the coast. She's going to head for, level 7. And nope, I think she wants the coast. She's just having a tough time. There we go.
Opting to check the Armos while she's right here. Good call.
Yeah, because you never know if that item's going to be there. But nope, just a staircase. It is a potion shop, so at least she does know the location of at least one potion shop. She's going to continue on and going to probably head north to where the other Armos statue is.
And we're going to have another level here, which we believe is level 1.
Yes, indeed, it was level 1 because this row only has 3 rooms. If it was level 8, we would be seeing a row of 4 rooms. But not the easiest level 1. Gonna have to deal with some blue dark nuts.
And Sky being trolled that she must construct additional pylons.
Ooh, look at this. Lobsang having the beam sword. Oh, but just got bopped. Ooh, I was just about to say, taking advantage of that beam sword so they wouldn't get hit by that Patra. Just has a couple of those beasts surrounding that Patra left. 1 to go, and now it's an easy kill from here on out. We're going to find out that Triforce is there in just a matter of seconds. No, it is the compass. So the Patra does not guard the Triforce, just the compass.
Yeah, and speaking of a hard room, I'm not sure which is difficult, the 4-heart wood sword Patra or the room full of gigantic bunnies that Sky was in over there and one, opting to nope on out of there, and I don't disagree with that. Bunnies having to kill them with wood sword, that's 10 hits apiece. Yeah, no.
So now we know that the Triforce is in a room full of blue gorillas and some keys. So not as hard as we thought. And now Lobsang has discovered the good news that the ladder is the item here in level 2. Gonna go ahead and get rid of this room and get the Triforce and get out of here. There, Lobsang has picked up the first Triforce of this match, so he's on the board right there, and this guy's near the coastal item, so we're going to find out what that is shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully it's something good. Like, I know Sky's hoping to be the bow, silver arrows, or red ring, and we get, drumroll please, the heart container. Wait a second. That's where it's supposed to be. Headphone users, get ready.
Fred! However, the good thing about it is the heart container will get her one step closer to the white sword. She now has a 2 out of 3 chance of picking it up if she finds it.
Yeah, the big issue for both runners right now is we are missing one critical item to do most of our exploration. Neither runner has a candle.
That's right. Neither one of them have discovered a bonus cave. And considering that Sky has 5 hearts, if she finds one of those free caves where you can pick either a red potion, a blue candle, or an extra heart container, I gotta believe at this point she's gonna go ahead and pick up the candle.
Oh, absolutely. Especially considering she has already got blue ring.
Definitely. And the same, I think, would apply to Lobsang if he finds it. And speaking of which, he has found a bonus cave behind that graveyard. That gravestone, but he opts to pick up the heart container.
He was only at 4 hearts there, so we only had a 33% chance of white sword. I think if he was at 5, it would have been a much easier choice to pick the candle, but at 4 hearts, I don't disagree with taking the candle there. Although, the heart there, although I probably would have still taken the candle.
I would have taken the candle too, so we'll see if that comes into play, because you never know, that blue candle might be the rare shop for this seed.
Well, we now know that Lob is going to find the item over here in the graveyard underneath the Armo statue, because Sky just checked one of the Lost Hills and was rewarded with 26 rupees.
Indeed, so yeah, we now know that the Armo statue item is here near level 6, and it could be something really good. We'll find out.
But first, we'll find out what dungeon Sky is in right now.
Has the potential of maybe being level 7. It's another Gorilla set.
Looks like level 3 for Sky, honestly.
Yep. So we discovered the price of potions, 32 rupees for a blue, but a whopping 76 rupees for the red potion. Buyer beware.
So the raft turns out to be the Armos item over in the graveyard section. But interesting thing for Lobsang, he opted to show the letter to the potion shop. I'm not necessarily sure that was a good idea this early in the seed, because now every time he finds a potion shop, he's going to have to deal with that text.
Yeah, I don't like that move there, TGE. I would have waited until later to show that for exactly the reasons you said. And every second counts in a race like this, especially when you're going up against a runner like Sky.
Absolutely.
So with Sky being in level 3, what she's going to be looking for, she's going to be looking for the corridor staircase. The corridor staircase is going to be the only staircase for this level, and that's what's going to contain the item.
Lob, meanwhile, has done the world wrap to get the heart container, so he is now up to 6, which is going to put him at a 100% chance of finding acquiring the white sword when or if he finds it.
Indeed, there have been some seeds where the white sword's been well hidden, so we'll see if this is one of those easy, accessible white swords, or if it's well hidden.
Well, he does have the raft, so he can definitely take a look at the raft spot right up here on the coast.
Well, wouldn't it be something if the white sword was right here behind this cave? Nope, just another potion shop. We were just talking about this, too.
Yep, Sky did find the Triforce in 3, but she is going to go back in to absolutely find the item, because level 3 is one of the smaller dungeons of the game. Only 18 rooms to explore, so it's a very easy dungeon to go back in and explore, especially when there's only gorillas in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree that this is the right call.
Loud go. Nope, ladder was the item in level 2.
And now Lobsang going back into level 1. Ooh, oh shoot. Sky has discovered the horizontal shoot room here in level 3, and right now, with Lobsang being in level 1, he's going to be looking for 2 items. One of the items is going to be on the ground via the same way you saw the item on the ground in level 2, and one of the items will be behind the diamond-shaped staircase.
And Lob had a little bit of a better luck here because he had the second key to be able to continue on through level 1.
Yep, and he's just plowing through this level 1, trying to find the items in the Triforce. We saw a Gibdo consuming an item, but that item, unfortunately, was just a map. Sky has found the item room here in level 3, so she's about to find out what's behind that staircase. It is the red candle. She's going to go ahead and pick it up because she didn't have a candle.
She hasn't, yeah, that's huge because she doesn't have one right now. That's another item that she's not going to have to spend money on or take. Now she can take all the hearts she wants. That's a huge find.
Yeah, she's got to... All right, so now Lobsang has found one of the items in level 1. It's the power bracelet. Power bracelet, not the most glamorous items to find in a dungeon, but you never know if it's going to be required because sometimes you might see levels behind those power bracelet locations. And now a heart container, her first bonus cave has been found, and now that she has the candle, she can just go ahead and pick up the heart. Now she's guaranteed to pick up that white sword if she finds it.
Now, another interesting thing to take a look at is because Sky has the red candle and the blue ring already, depending on when she finds the bonus caves, as she's found another one up here in the northeast, the potential for her of taking a potion out of one of these bonus caves is definitely there.
Absolutely. I don't think she would consider picking it up right now. I think it's going to depend on the rupee situation and how many bonus caves she'll have found. That's her second one. We know that there's a third one where the gravestone is near level 6.
Yes, that means there's only going to be one more of those bonus caves scattered throughout Hyrule.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, behind northeastern Hyrule is going to be a door repair penalty, so she's going to lose some of those rubies she just found where money-making game was. Lobsang knows the Triforce area where it is in level 1. It's right there on the ground. He's just going to go ahead and pick it up and then make another play to level 1 to find that second item.
And Sky is going to be doing the same thing here in level 1. So we are going to see the infamous high 5.
And Lobsang has returned to level 1 in search of that second item. Sky's going to take care of this Dodongo first, going to get the extra bombs, nice move, bomb her way up to the diamond staircase where she too will discover that power bracelet.
Yeah, so for those of you who are just joining us here, quick little review. We are 23 minutes in. You see both runners with blue ring. Reason being, of course, is because that there was 147 large rupee secret. One of them was directly to the north of Star. The second one was down in the southwest of the world map. The one in the southwest was right next to the wooden sword cave, and the river cave by Start held a blue ring shop. So that is why both runners currently have blue ring so early.
Lobsang not having luck in the drop rooms. He's finding everything but the item that he's looking for. Ooh, a very nice clock find there. But he's going to get out of there. I guess he knows that there must not be a drop in that room.
And this corridor room here is a very interesting case because...
Oh, look at this! Lobsang has found the item right in the ground where those keys are. It's the red ring!
Wow, well, the game knows they spent all that money on a blue ring. Here's an easy red ring for you!
Go figure. That's just the way it always works in the Zelda randomizer. But yeah, when Sky does find it, she'll be happy to discover that. Because what that means is that their damage is going to be reduced down to 1/4. So, in essence, doubling their defense one more time.
Yeah, so far, just from a defensive standpoint, this seed is set to easy mode when it comes to getting your defense up there.
Yeah, Absolutely. So Lobsang is now done on level 1. Sky's going to go back into level 1 to find that second item. And yep, she will be happy indeed that it's going to be in the good news. But let's see how long it's going to take her to find that second item.
And Lob is now up here in the northeast, and he's going to find another 2 of those bonus caves.
Yep. However, he does not have the candle, so you may take the candle here, but instead he opts for the heart container, so that's going to give him 7 hearts, and he's going to find another one right next door.
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting to see what he chooses to take here.
I got a feeling he's going to take another heart container, considering he didn't take the candle the last time, but we will see. Yeah, he goes ahead and takes the heart container there as well, so that is going to give him 8 hearts. That'll put him 2 away from a potential magical sword. Now, of course, we know that the red candle is in level 3. Obviously, he does not know that. But again, we haven't found a blue candle shop yet, and I'm really beginning to believe it's the rare shop.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it could be turning out that that red candle find for Sky could be gigantic.
Yeah, because what advantage that's going to give her is that she'll be able to burn the bushes in Hyrule, which means there might be a lot of levels behind those bushes. There might be some more big secrets there. We might see the 4th and final bonus cave. Oh, a heart container pickup for Sky. She's found the heart container in the dungeon that Lobsang didn't find. So they're now tied with 8 heart containers in terms of how much health they have. Ooh, gets a timely clock drop to Sky. We all know that that's one of her favorite items to find during a dungeon is that clock, which will freeze all of the enemies. She will not take any damage. It's pretty much just a free run. She's going to go north, and she is going to discover, well, not yet.
Yeah, now Lob is going to end up being okay because he has found level 3, which of course we know contains the red candle. So that's all the advantages that Sky gained earlier here in this seed are basically being stifled by Lob being right behind her.
Yes, indeed, and he's gonna turn the tables on this race, in my opinion. And when he finds that Triforce in level 3 and Sky's not able to, well, we'll see. It's pretty close still. And there is that red ring. Boy, she is delighted to find that.
She is. Now, the big advantage that Lob has right now, though, is he has the Triforce out of 2.
Sky does not have the Triforce out of 2. Probably thinking the same thing we were thinking, that it was going to be behind that Patra, when in fact we know that's not where it is.
Yep. But now she does have the power bracelet, so she can check out these locations, and we know this one's a potion shop.
Indeed. All right, now I'd say this is a pretty close race between these two. Anybody's game right now. And now another heart container for Lobsang. He's now 1 heart container away from a potential shot at the magical sword. Both of them know where it is.
P-Hat not cooperating with Sky, just wanting to get up to vanilla level 2 and explore. P-Hat was having none of it, though.
Yep. However, she does persevere and buys those bombs from vanilla level 2, so she's back to the maximum 8 bombs, still has 49 rupees to her credit. Oddly enough, all right, she's now going to burn the bush where vanilla level 8 is, and behind there is going to be... Well, we have found a candle shop at long last. And just think about this for a moment, TGE. If that is the rare shop, that means the only way you can find the blue candle shop is by getting red candle, or the wand with the book. Now, can you get that tree with the wand and book?
You would have to have an enemy there to stop the to stop the flames right on that tree, because the tree will not actually stop the magic on the wand.
All right, so good to know. So, in pretty much the only way you can get to that shop is having the red candle. So, pretty trolly in terms of finding a candle in this seed. But hey, you got the red candle. So, what are you gonna do? Oh, I've just been informed that that may not actually be a rare shop, because according to the randomizer rules, there has to be a cave in an open cave or a bombed area. So that is good to know for somebody who has never played the randomizer before.
Sky now has found her way to level 4, so we're doing dungeons in order here. We've already got 1, 2, and 3 out of the way, and the next thing we're seeing is level 4 here. And in level 4, Sky did get the hint about level 5. Dig Dogger gazes by a lake. There's only so many lake locations here in Hyrule. Of course, one of those lake locations is vanilla level 4. So that hint does give the possibility of us needing a raft here in this scene.
And TGE, I've got a real bad feeling about the later levels, because we have seen the first 4 levels and we have not seen any pancakes and Wizrows, which means at least one of the latter half dungeons is going to be fun.
Yep. And for those of you who don't know, the way the randomizer breaks down is there are guaranteed to be, in the first 8 dungeons, 2 Gibdo sets, it's the Dark Gibdo set, 2 of the Guria set, and 1 Wizrobe. The other 3 enemy sets are all random, and it can be, 4 Wizrobe sets or 5 Gurias or any combination thereof. So by only not seeing any Wizrobes here in the first 4, we are guaranteed that one of the levels, 5, 6, 7, or 8, will be a Wizrobe set, as well as will level 9.
Now, Sky has not picked up the raft yet because she has not discovered that part of Hyrule yet. She's not been to where the graveyard is near level 6 Vanilla. Speaking of Vanilla, Lobsang's going to head for Vanilla White Sword Cave. And there actually is a level behind White Sworded Vanilla.
This is probably level 5, because technically this is a lake.
Yep, I was just about thinking that myself, given that there's only one way to go, and that's north. And usually when you see level 5, sometimes that's how it is. And ooh, a heart container in the tea room. He's got 10 hearts, so now he has a shot at Magical Sword, a 20% chance.
And I believe we know where that is, right in the Blue Ring Shop, Armosa, north of, well, basically where you buy the normal blue ring in Vanilla.
Yep, that is correct.
Now, Sky, they're finding one of the 2 double block rooms, but unfortunately, because that room contains shuttered doors, there was no way for that room to be the item room, because you can't have shuttered doors in a block room like that, because moving the blocks is going to open the doors, not open a staircase.
Finding the Diamond Staircase in level 5. There's the item. It's Lord Banana himself, and Lobsang's declining.
Lob!
Oh, speaking of finding items that people don't want to pick up, behind level 4's double block room was the book, and Sky says no thanks. Sky picking up the Triforce here in level 4, so that's her 3rd one. However, she's going to be overtaken in just a moment when Lobsang finds the Triforce in level 5, given that's all he needs to find.
Yep, so by knowing that Lord Banana is in 5 and the book is in 4, that means that either in 6, 7, or 8, the 3 largest dungeons here, the bow is guaranteed to be buried in one of those, as is the recorder.
And guess what, TGE? There's a pretty good chance it's going to be a Wizrobe dungeon.
And bow is probably going to be buried deep in 7, because that's what the bow tends to do. And
look
Sky
at this.
finding the white sword!
Yeah, huge pickup. So the candle is required to get the white sword. So now his or her attack power, Skybilz' attack power, is now doubled. Now, given that Sky does have that white sword, I kind of wonder if she is going to make a play back to level 2.
I think she's probably going to go back to level 2 when she comes across it, because we're still looking for a bunch of dungeons here. We don't know where 6 is, we don't know where 7 is, we don't know where 8 is, and we don't know where 9 is.
Well, that's true. We're now 36 minutes almost into the seed, and we still do not know the location of level 9, as well as 6, 7, and 8. That's very unusual for a seed. They must be well hidden this time around. Either that or the candles required for all of them.
Well, keep in mind, we still have a lot of Death Mountain to explore as well, and almost getting laced there is Law, but getting a clock on the last hand to get the Triforce, that was crazy.
Yeah, because normally you want to see a clock, but in a room full of wall masters, you don't want to see a clock, because if you pick that clock up, the wall masters will stop appearing. And if you're in a shutter room or in a block room where you have to defeat all the enemies to push the lock to get to a staircase, you won't be able to complete that room because you have stopped the progress of the wall masters. That means you have to go back and re-enter the room. Now, Sky found both hint caves, which are right next to each other here.
Yeah, so now that we are about 37 minutes in, for those of you who might have joined us a little late or have been keeping track at home, here is your rundown of the items that we know so far. Level 1 contained the power bracelet and the red ring. Level 2 was the ladder. Level 3 had the red candle. Level 4 had the book. Level 5 has Lord Banana. The items in 6, 7, 8, and 9 are still currently unknown. The Armos item is the raft, and the ladder item was the heart container. So what we do know about that is that the bow and the recorder will be in either 6, 7, or 8. And that leaves us with the inferior model, the silver arrows, the magical key, excuse me, I can't even talk now, and the wand as the 4 potential items. 2 of those last 4 items I just named will be guaranteed to be in level 9.
Lobsang has found another potion shop, and with the rupees he has, he's going to go ahead and buy the red potion so he can refill his health twice. Sky finding a tiny secret behind that normal power bracelet spot in vanilla. She's got 69 rupees now in the bank.
Sky has also, because she's now here in the grave, she has also found the raft, which means she has the options of checking both the coast raft and vanilla level 4. We know the coast location doesn't have anything of significance, but there is the possibility there that the actual level 4 has something significant.
Yep, and we now have lit that up on Sky's side of the board, and now she's going to go where the magical sword would be normally and find another bonus cave. I would imagine she's going to go ahead and pick up the heart. She may pick up the potion. Let's see what place she goes. We're going to go for the heart, so that is going to give her a shot at Mags.
Yep, and we know where that is, but the other thing about where she is right now is because Sky is still learning how to screen scroll and block clip, so she now is probably going to make her way back down south and going to go to what she refers to as the quote-unquote Sky spot, but what a lot of people refer to as the Forgotten spot, which is the Bomble Wall to the northwest of level 1. In fact, the screen Lobsang is on right now.
And let's see what's behind that cave. Just another potion shop, so that's going to cost him some more time. He's already got the potion. Ooh, a level has been found, potentially level 8.
Looks like 8 based on positioning, yes.
Yep, so with Sky being in level 8, she'll be looking for 2 items. Both of them will be contained in staircases.
Yep, and there are 4 total staircases we are looking for here in level 8. 2 diamonds, a spiral, and a corridor.
Ooh, a bomb upgrade has been found by Sky, but unfortunately she finds herself 39 rupees short of buying the 93 rupee upgrade.
But now confirming for herself that this is in fact level 8 by getting the 4-pack of rooms here on the bottom. So now, as you did mention, there are 2 items she's going to be looking for to find. And it looks as if Lob is also in the same dungeon. So more high-five action, everybody.
Yeah, in fact, they're high-fiving them each other right now. Sky's going to try the trick to see if she can unlock that door. Yep, she does indeed. Doesn't have to waste one of those keys. Speaking of keys, she's only got 3 keys, where Lobsang's got a whopping 8.
That's because Lobsang found 5, and 5 is usually very generous when it comes to keys.
Indeed. Sky finding the old news Aquamentus awaits in the forest, but they are both done with level 1. And get this, TGE, yet again, this is not a Wizrobe Pancake dungeon. We've only got 2 dungeons left unexplored.
Well, we all know what that means. Bo is going to be buried deep in 7, and 7's going to be Wizrobes.
Or it's going to be deep in 6, and 6 is going to have a lot of Wizrobes.
But that's not nearly as fun being 6. 7 has more rooms.
That's right, 33 rooms of pure hell torture test for these players, if that's indeed what is going to be happening. Now this is interesting. Sky's getting really close to the amount of rupees she needs for that bomb upgrade. Now up to 86 rupees. So if she goes and completes level 8, I wonder if she's going to make a play to get that bomb upgrade.
Well, considering how close it is to the start of the dungeon, I would imagine she would wait to get it after she grabs the Triforce.
Exactly. Yep. Ooh, a 4-headed Gleeok in that room with the diagonal blocks. That is not a pleasant room to have a 4-headed Gleeok in, because that makes maneuverability very tough. Nice kill, though, for Sky.
Makes maneuverability tough, but when you have the red ring, you can just stand in the middle of all 4 heads and just stab away like the panicked dolphin and not even care.
Well, out of the frying pan and into the fire, there's a Goma. Nothing she can do there, but it doesn't look like it's going to mean much in this level.
Nope, she's already got the compass, so she knows she doesn't have to kill that Goma to get to anything.
Finds an all-important key in the Triforce room. Still has not found a staircase. Finds a 2-headed Gleeok in this room. This one she's required to kill since there's a shutter. Nice kill again, going to go to the left. And finding Gleeok's normal room where Stelphos have overthrown him. Sky now has enough rupees to buy that bomb upgrade and has found the first staircase in level 8. It's a corridor staircase. We'll see if there's an item here, or if it's just going to take her to another part of the dungeon. What do we have here? Oh, it's not the staircase she was looking for.
No, by going down, it is going to tell her what staircase she is looking for.
Yep, 1 diamond staircase and the spiral staircase. Well, speaking of staircase, she has found one of those staircases. It's the spiral staircase. Guaranteed to find an item in here. So let's find out what's behind that staircase. It's going to be... Oh, baby, the silver arrows!
That's huge, and the smile on Sky's face is going pretty much across the entire length of her video there. That's a gigantic fight.
Now, wouldn't it be something if the bow was in this dungeon as well? Because if that bow is in this dungeon, then that means level 6 and 7, pretty much all you got to do is find the Triforce, no matter what you're going to find in there.
Yeah, but the other big thing that Find the Silver Arrows here does is it means you don't have to search through the 14 staircases in level 9 to find them.
Absolutely. So any hopes of a... well, there is still one hope, the keys situation. 11 keys on Lobsang's side of the board, 6 only for Sky. Finds the other item, which is the recorder.
Okay, well, I was going to say 11 keys for Lob makes me think that the other item here is the magical key, but we now know it's not. But because the game knows, as soon as you get above 10 keys, boom, magical key.
That means now the choices are dwindling. Level 6, level 7, or level 9. I think I'm going to say magical key is going to be in level 9 because we know that one of the bow has to be in 6 or 7.
Yes, absolutely. And the reason we know that, for those who might not know, is because take a look at the items you see on the bottom of Jam's stream. You see a bow, you see a ladder, you see a recorder, a raft, and a power bracelet. Now, those 5 items that I named, all of those items are required items, meaning they cannot be in level 9, because they either could block a path to a dungeon or are required to defeat an enemy in a dungeon leading to a Triforce. So because you need all 8 Triforce pieces to get into level 9, none of those 5 items can be there. So that's how we know that those 5 items are going to be either in any of the first 8 dungeons or on the overworld somewhere.
Well, look at this. Sky has found the third and final secret, the final big secret that is, giving her a whopping 245 rupees. She can buy whatever she wants now. Ooh, that's the reason why Sky had to leave level 8. The Triforce in level 8, you need the bow to get it.
And we just saw that over on Lob's side as well. So it is interesting, though, that the arrows are in 8. And the reason you can have arrows in a dungeon with a Goma but not the bow, well, technically you can still have a bow in a Goma dungeon, but it can't be blocking the door, is because you have the option of purchasing wooden arrows, which are the way to kill Gomas.
That is correct. So what Sky is going to now do is find level 6 or level 7. Now, she does have 11 hearts, so the next time she goes to the magical sword area, she'll have a 40% chance of picking it up. And speaking of pickups, Lobsang has discovered the silver arrows himself.
Mm-hmm. And we do know that I believe Sky was the one who got the hint that, I don't know who got it, but one of them got the hint that level 6 is close to start. So Sky's up here, and the only thing she could potentially find up here in Death Mountain, is level 7.
Yeah, not a bad idea, in my opinion, to just go ahead and explore Death Mountain, because there's just so many bombable caves here. You want to check each and every one, because you just never know where you're going to find level 7. Sky's going to go back to level 8. Yep, I know what she's doing. She's going to go ahead and purchase that bomb upgrade we were talking about.
Well, absolutely. She's got no bombs, so this is going to give her a full complement of whatever it's going to give her.
And let's see how many extra bombs she's going to get. 5 extra bombs! What a purchase!
Woohoo! That is great, and that's actually cheaper than you would normally get them for, because normally you get 4 for 100, so explosives in this seed, very, very cheap.
Meanwhile, Lobsang has also discovered the recorder, so now he's got both items out of there, but little does he know, he's about to find out that the Triforce is bow required because the Goma is guarding it.
He also is now up to 11 hearts. He actually has not made his way into the Goma room just yet. He's going to be going there right now and be very, very upset.
Yep, he now knows that he has to have that bow if he wants that Triforce in level 8. So there's a little bit of the trolliness coming into play in this particular seed. But it's about to get trollier, I'm afraid, because as we have seen, no Wizrobe dungeons yet, and we're guaranteed to see one in level 6 and or level 7. This guy's going to go ahead and show the letter right now. I don't think it's the worst play in the world to show it at this time. She's going to go ahead and buy the red potion. I think she has a feeling she knows that the Wizrobe dungeon's approaching, whether it's 6 and or 7.
Oh, absolutely. And considering she's found most of the potion shops already, it's not really a stretch to think she's not going to enter anymore. So picking up the potion right there while she's up here on Death Mountain, not a bad play at all.
Now she's going to do some more burning here on this part of the high roll. Close to start, finds another secret, so she's going to add another 26 rupees to her total. She's got 92 rupees still.
So now this means the level 6 is actually going to be under a burnable bush here, because only one more bush we haven't seen, one more location we haven't seen yet.
That's right, close to start, so she's going to burn the bush here on this particular screen. And I got to believe level 6 or 7 is going to be here, and there it is.
This is level 6, because that's the hint we saw over on Lobsang. Oh, already finding a staircase, and here's the Wizrobes!
Yep, Whenever there's Wizrobes, there's pancakes and syrup, and finds the item immediately, but unfortunately it's the inferior model not picking it up. That means we know that the bow is in level 7.
Yeah, that's a good thing that she found the item early, so now she can just take the Triforce and run, but not the item she was hoping to find there.
And that means by process of elimination, we now know the 2 items in level 9 are going to be the magical wand and the magical keys. So folks, keys are going to be a factor in level 9. So now the 64,000 rupee question here, TG, is what kind of dungeon are we going to find in level 7, the 33 rooms of pure chaos?
Well, I've got a 33% chance of getting this right, and I like torture, so I'm going to go Wizrobes.
As much as I don't like to see torture sometimes, I have to agree with you. We're going to see the torture here. We'll see, though.
I'm also going to say that 7 is in the raft spot where vanilla level 4 is.
Ooh, we'll see.
All right, Gibbs, to answer your question, yes, it is completely legal because the rules in the viewer guidelines state you cannot take any information you learn from the restream and give it to streamers. It does not say you can't talk about the information that you have found on your own stream. Yes, it is completely and perfectly legal if she is talking to someone, as long as they're only talking about the information they've obtained from her stream.
Indeed, and now we have seen that Lobsang has discovered the bad news of the inferior model being behind that corridor staircase, and he too rejects it. So no bananas for either players this seed. Boy, Sky in a real tough spot here, especially when it's Wizrobes and Bubbles. Oh, and just got destroyed by that Wizrobe. Rick just made a good point, TG. I think we've only seen one Darknut dungeon. Are we correct about that?
I can't remember. Was 5 Darknuts or not?
No, it was more of the same Gorillaz and such. So if that's the case, then level 7's not going to be Wizrobes. Level 7's going to be Darknuts and Gibdos. Because again, you have to have at least 2 dungeons where you have the Darknuts.
Yep, and Lob using his potion there in that room with the Wizrobes, good option to not die.
Yep, absolutely, because you've already explored this much of the level. You don't want to die in a pivotal spot. Keys continuing to be a factor for Sky. She's only got 4 keys to Lobsang's big 10, down 9.
Yeah, but the advantage that Sky does have is she has the white sword where Lob is still going through here, trudging through this Wizrobe-laden dungeon with a wooden sword.
You know, I just realized that this has come into play for some of the races where they go into a Wizrobe dungeon with just wooden sword, and sometimes the results are very sticky. Sky now has 12 hearts. She now has a 60% chance of picking up mags.
Yeah, Lob actually does have the advantage here right now, sort of the advantage here right now, because he has gone back to 2, and he's gotten the Triforce out of 2, and he's also got the Triforce out of 5. He hasn't found level 4 yet, but, you know, it's one of those things where you have to sort of balance it out. You can take a look at, you know, either side and say one has the advantage, another has the advantage here. Triforce-wise, Lob does have the advantage, and that's what I was trying to articulate there. But at the same time, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, wait a second, I can see either player here.
Yeah, this is a very close race. It doesn't look as close as the indicators might lead you to believe, but this is right now a close race. Ooh, a huge find for Sky. She now knows the location of the Triforce by picking up that compass.
And of course, the trick is going to be getting to where the compass tells you to.
Fortunately, this room with the shutter door, it's just surrounded by buyers, so no biggie here. The question is, what is going to be behind that shutter door where she's got to get that Triforce? So she's 2 rooms away. Ooh, I think we have a magical staircase situation. Sky had to up an A.
And gotta love it. Going through all of that work only to realize taking the stairs.
Indeed. And not only that, the staircase she needs to take is guarded by all those wizards. Oh,
Clock!
the clock! Wow, what a timely time to find that clock to freeze those wizrobes and get to that staircase. Now, it's not over yet because you never know what's going to be behind those stairs.
I'm going to guess enemies.
Wizrobes, to be precise. 1 room away. It's a free room. There's an Aquamentus guarding it. Now, is there anything guarding? Oh no, the Triforce is in the Triforce room. Fred!
Yeah, but after a dungeon like that, Sky could just really is breathing a huge sigh of relief there to not have to worry about killing any more wizrobes to get that Triforce.
Yep, you better believe it. Yeah, nothing like just a Aquamentus that has where you're in a room with plenty of maneuverability, nothing to worry about. Yep, easy finish to level 6. Sky has found the 4th and final bonus cave of this seed and is going to go ahead and pick up the heart container. Now she has a 80% chance of picking up mags. I gotta believe she's going to go for it right now.
Well, absolutely, because she still has to go back into level 2, and that's probably where she's going to be going right now because she's right in the area after she burns Candle Row here. So I would absolutely imagine she's going to go try to pick up mags first, then make her way back into 2.
Meanwhile, lobsang is about to discover the bad news that the Triforce is requiring a magical staircase because he can't bomb to the right and he can't do anything to the south. Before that, Sky's going to check level 4's vanilla with the raft location. What's behind there? It's raft required! Level 9 is where vanilla level 4 is.
Okay, so I was only half right. I did call a level there, but I called the wrong one.
Oh, but those Octoroks are giving Sky the business. Oof. Not this time, though.
And Law bringing to a bit of an issue here. He has no bombs. So he can't figure out he needs the staircase without the bombs, and he's probably going to have a very hard time killing those wizrobes without bombs as well. Ooh, that's going to give Sky a huge time advantage here.
This is going to be a turning point here in this race. Now she is going to check the Armo statue to go into the magical sword location. And let's see if 13 hearts is enough to pick up the magical sword. If so, that's going to double her attack power one more time. What's going to happen? Oh no! A 14 heart mags!
No, the troll is real!
You gotta be bleeping me, as Hawk Harrelson would say.
Oh, that is so harsh.
Well, at least if she does find a heart container in level 7, she'll be guaranteed the magical sword then. My goodness gracious, wow, what a trolly seed.
I'm gonna have to be careful here with Lob, though. He's only got 1 heart left, so how is he only got half a heart? He's probably gonna burn his other blue potion here just to survive.
That is exactly what he does. He's gonna go ahead and use that potion.
Yeah, Sky gonna be very disappointed here when she kills this Patra, only to find it's got the compass.
Not necessarily, because now she'll know exactly where she needs to go to get the Triforce.
Yeah, a room 2 rooms up that actually sniped her earlier on in the seed, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that's right. So all she's got to do is take care of the 3 blue Gorillas, the 3 keys. She'll get the Triforce and get out of here and move on to another one.
Yep. So she still needs to find level 5. I mean, yeah, level 5 and level 7.
That's right. We know the location of level 5 is just 2 rooms to the left of level 3 because it's where the vanilla white sword is. We don't know the location of level 7. Neither player does. And we're over an hour into this seed.
Yeah, but I don't believe either one of them has burned the dead woods yet, so there's a good possibility it's somewhere around here.
That very well might be.
And I do want to point out real quick that that Patrick kill that Sky had there was extremely efficient considering it was white sword only. No magical sword, no wand buffers. Really good kill.
Hey, you called it. There's level 7 behind that dead woods bush.
Yeah, so this is going to be very interesting because we need to search for the item in here because we know it's the bow.
Now, if she's lucky enough to find that heart container, that'll be huge as well, because then she can go back and pick up Magical Sword, and that would really help her in level 9, because then Ganon would only require 4 hits, not to mention the Likes and Wizrobe she'd have to defeat as well. Oh, and that area is blocked by a Goma. She's got to take another path.
Yeah, but the one thing we do have to remember here is Sky still hasn't found level 5, so there is a possibility here that if she finds an early Triforce, she will skip the rest of level 7 and hope and pray that the bow is in 5.
Ooh, you just made a really good point, and that could turn this race yet again. That's where this gamble comes into play, where you gamble that an item is in a particular level. But if you make that wrong gamble, it can cost you the race.
Probably one of my favorite hints throughout the entire game in the community hints, the "It's good to be the king" hint.
You know, level 7's not a Dark Nut set. I think we've seen 2 Dark Nut sets already. One of them was 1, but I think we have forgotten what the other one is. It's
it would have had to have been 5. It would have had to have been 5 then, because the only one, I think anyway, it was... Either way, it's not a Wizrobe dungeon, so that's going to be huge.
In fact, it's the easiest set in the book, so if there's any consolation having to find this bow in level 7, you're not dealing with the hardest enemy set in the world. You're dealing with the easiest set.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sky finding the compass there is huge because she now knows where she has to get to. And the other good thing, at least from our perspective for her, is the fact that having to get up there is going to require her to traverse through a lot of rooms. So that means the potential of her finding the the bow is very real.
Yeah, because she's pretty much going to have to full clear level 7 to find the item. Now, unless the item room happens to be in the very northeastern part of that level, then yeah, good chance she's going to find it along the way. And speaking of finding something along the way, Lobsang's about to discover level 7 himself.
Yeah, interesting level 7 here, because as you can see on Sky's stream, this level 7 is very heavily bomb blocked, and Lob has 0 bombs, so that's also going to give Sky a huge advantage.
Not necessarily, because Sky's down to 1 bomb herself. But speaking of which, you remember that gamble I was talking to you about? The same thing could be running through Lobsang's head regarding level 4.
That is true.
This could very well come down to who makes the gamble and who doesn't make the gamble. If they both do the same thing, obviously it's a moot point. Here's a diamond staircase for Sky. Perhaps the item is behind that staircase.
But more importantly, killing that orange gorilla got her some bombs.
Indeed. She was down to 0. Now she's got 4, down to 3 now. Gonna kill this final gorilla to get a heart. What is behind the staircase? It's the bow! She's found it!
That is huge for Sky, because now she can just go to the Triforce, go get the Triforce in 5 and head to level 9. Finding the bow there is gigantic.
She can't head to level 9 though yet, because she hasn't gotten the Triforce in level 5 or 8.
Alright, they both have to go back to level 8 and get it as well, yes. Lob also having a bunch of bomb drops there in 7, so he is back on track as well.
That's a good thing about these gorilla dungeons. Gorillas tend to favor dropping bombs, the orange ones. Blue gorillas will not drop bombs because blue enemies in dungeons don't drop the bombs. The orange ones do.
Yeah, it's a weird little mechanic there. On the overworld, it's the blue enemies you want to kill, and in the dungeons, it's the orange ones you want to kill. Yes, the little voice in my ear is telling me Gibdos are blue, but in my eyes, Gibdos are white. When was the last time you saw a blue mummy? Most mummies are wrapped in white bandages.
Unless you're playing Castlevania for DOS, then they're kind of purplish. Oh, that's a huge find for Sky. She's found a heart container, so now she can pick up mags.
And that's going to bring her right into the... Oh, another Goma block, but she's got the bow this time.
Unbelievable. 2 Triforces blocked by Gomas, this one the blue variety. Ooh, but the Goma, this time she gets it and picks up the Triforce in level 7. She has 2 more Triforce pieces left to get.
And Sky making a beeline for that magical sword.
Well, I certainly can't blame her. She's going to get the magical sword that's going to double her attack power one more time. Again, 4 hits only required to defeat Ganon. And I have a feeling that he's bomb blocked, or did he pick up the Triforce? And I think he's bomb blocked. Yeah, he's bomb blocked. He ran out of bombs. He's got to get out of level 7.
Yep, and that could be an advantage. I did mention it, being extreme resource management was going to be huge. I just thought it'd be in level 9.
Me too, and I thought it was going to be keys. And again, it still could be, but again, Sky has not discovered the key late in level 5 yet. Yeah, picking up that magical... Sorry about that. Picking up that magical sword is tremendous for Sky, because that's going to help her out in level 9. And right now, we see that Lobsang only has 12 hearts. Little does he know, he has no chance of picking up mags unless he gets 14.
No, but he's right in the area while he's looking for bombs here, so he's more than likely going to try.
And that's exactly what he's going to do. Unfortunately, he's going to discover the bad news that his 12 hearts aren't going to be enough.
Yeah, Sky now has made her way back up to the Lost Hills, which is good because that's where level 5 is.
Guess what? She's making a beeline toward it right now. Vanilla white sword. That's where level 5 is going to be. And yep, Lobsang is now not happy.
Yep. Well, she got the hint that level 5 was on a lake, and she'd already checked vanilla level 4, so there was not too many lake spots left, so she probably knew it was up here.
Ah, yes, that is a good point. I had forgotten she had discovered that hint.
And Sky almost with the full complement of hearts here, 15 of 16.
Yeah, that is very rare to see that many hearts from anybody in a randomizer. I think she missed the heart on, was it level 2, maybe?
No, she full cleared 2.
Okay, so it's some other level. But in any event, yeah, having 15 hearts is tremendous going into level 9.
Yeah, but 15 hearts, mags, red ring. I know level 9 has the potential of being a troll, but it doesn't get much more easy mode than walking into level 9 with that much protection.
If there's anything that could possibly stop her, it's keys. Because if she completes level 5 quickly, she's going to get out of here and make her way back to level 8, then go to level 9. So we'll see if she finds a lot of keys first here in level 5. And another thing to keep in mind, she hasn't drank any of her Kool-Aid yet. Oh, and she finds an immediate Triforce, and she still has only 6 keys.
At this point, though, if I'm Sky, I 100% agree with driving the Triforce, getting out of here, going back to 8, and trying your luck in level 9. Because we know that the magical key is down one of those staircases. She does not, because she still has not found the item in 5, which we know is Lord Banana. But going in there with 6 keys, it is a bit of a gamble, but it's the right gamble.
Absolutely. I do agree with that as well. And now we see that Lobsang has also discovered level 9 for himself, that he knew he needed the raft.
Yep, and it's very interesting because you go into level 9, you hear all this, big, ominous music, and then the first thing you see is this bubble pop pink dungeon. It just doesn't fit.
Ooh, these Octrox are not giving Lobsang any luck. They are just blocking his progress. He got pushed back twice.
Yeah, but now he does have 8 bombs, so he can make his way back to level 7 now and continue his excavating.
Sky going back to level 8. All she's got to do is go back to the room where the Goma was, take care of it, and pick up the Triforce, and that will be it. And yeah, as you were saying, yeah, the Pepto-Bismol colored dungeon for level 9, yeah, that color doesn't fit for a level 9. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like it because it's a nice variety, but I'm sorry. That color does not fit for level 9.
Yeah, let's just hope level 9 just turns to being Pepto-Dismal.
Yeah, touche. That was a good one there. That was a good one there, TG.
Sky with the quick one-shot kill on the Goma, and that is going to give her her 8th and final Triforce piece. So now we're a-sailing. We're a-sailing.
Absolutely, and that is going to give her a pretty nice advantage going into level 9. So Lobsang's only hope now to win this seed, in my opinion, is that A, Sky gets key block, and B, level 9 is the great equalizer, and it's one of the extremeliest, trolliest ones that you'll ever see. So we'll see what happens, but yep, Sky definitely has the advantage.
Yeah. Lob now finding the bow there in level 7, or as we like to call it around these parts in Jam Stream, the D, because it looks like the letter D.
Yeah. The other place where I think of the D is in Lack Attack stream, because when you play Super Mario RPG, the final letter that comes up in the end is the D, and that's kind of a meme in his place as well. The D.
Yep. Not to mention there's the Bowyer enemy that also looks like the letter D. But anyhow, back to this level 9 here, which I'm pretty sure this just means Ganon let Zelda do the decorating because she's been here for a while.
You're probably right about that. I would imagine that that's the reason why this dungeon's pink. You make an excellent point. No problem with that first Goma here in level 9.
Sky opting to kill that Patra, enter and exit that room just to see if there is the sounds of Ganon.
Good strategy there, because yes, Patra can mask Ganon's roar. That's how powerful Patra's roar is in this game. Big hint here, the beast awaits in northeast of Skull, so now Sky knows the general location of where Ganon is.
That's a huge find. And another old man telling her where the silver to kill the beast lies, but she knows that already.
So we've got good news and old news, new news and bad news. So, ooh, there's the other bomb upgrade shop. It was in level 7, and with 168 rupees, Lobsang's going to go ahead and buy that upgrade, so now he too has 13 bombs max. So 2 great hints here in level 9. No community hints. There's still 2 more hints left. One that an old man has, and then one that somebody else has.
Yeah, the way level 9 works is that there are 3 old man rooms throughout the level and 4 possible hints that can be in there. So we now have 2 of the 3 hints that we've seen. So the final old man in level 9 could be a community hint, or if it's a helpful hint, it's going to be a good helpful hint either way. It's either going to tell Sky where the kidnap is going to be, which is Zelda, or it's going to tell Sky the enemy set that's going to be guarding the compass, which in turn will tell us where Zelda is.
Oh shoot, Sky's in the vertical shoot room and defeats all the enemies there. There was a 5 rupee drop there in the middle, and the Triforce has been picked up on Lobsang's side. He now has 6.
Yep, and another thing to take a look at here is with the amount of hearts that Lob has, he's probably going to make another attempt at the magical sword here, which unfortunately for him is just going to be a time waster.
Oh, and unfortunately.
Yep.
Third old man has a community hint, so that is a missed opportunity to perhaps discover where Zelda is. Now, speaking of Zelda, she's going to be looking for a single shutter door in a room, and if she clears all the enemies in that room, oh, she has found Ganon!
This is huge. This is going to be a hard fight, though. This island room, this is an easy place to fight Ganon.
Yeah, but she only needs to get 4 hits on him, plus she has Red Ring, plus she has Potion. She's in good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the other big thing here for Lob is he hasn't found 4 yet.
And there's the 4th and final hit of Ganon, so Ganon is gone. Picks up the Triforce of Power, so now all she has to do is find Zelda, and she is going to be a winner in this race. So now what she's going to be looking for, again, is a single shutter door room where the door automatically opens even if there's enemies still there. And if that happens, she has found Zelda, and this race is over.
Yeah, now Lob does know for a fact he is guaranteed to get himself the magical sword, and he'll probably go pick it up right before he goes into 9 because it's right in the general area.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Unfortunately, that staircase is not a pushable one, so she will have to make another turn. Well, she used a bomb that was no good, but fortunately, those blue land molas dropped some more bombs for her. Again, keep an eye on that key counter. She's got 5 keys left to go, now 4.
This room not treating her very nicely.
Yeah, it's a whiz robe laden room that's probably maybe the Chevy room, perhaps.
Lob has now found level 4.
Yeah, that's pretty big for him, considering what could happen in level 9 still for Sky. Now that he knows the location of level 4, he would just have to go back into level 8, kill the Goma there to pick up the Triforce, so we'll see what happens. He may catch up.
Yeah, and the other thing that he knows now is he knows he doesn't have to get the item here in 4, he can just get the Triforce and run.
Guy found a very useful key there, so she's back up to 5, but look at her health. She's down to 1.5 hearts. She's got to keep that in mind. Remember, she still has a double potion. She better get ready to drink it, which she does. She's got it ready, and not going to drink it just yet. It's an easy room. I don't see why not. So going to go to the left here of those gels and find a Patra, and she is going to drink the red Kool-Aid. Smart move. Sky able to bomb of the left of that pancake room and is going to find a diamond staircase and a game of 3-door Monty. 2 locked doors there.
She's definitely going to take the unlocked door first and see where that takes her. And then, ooh, another key there. That's huge.
Unfortunately, I can barely see, but I can tell to the left there's another locked door. Quick Triforce pickup there for Lobsang. Now he has to go back into level 8 and find the Triforce there. And of course, he knows where it is. He's got to defeat that orange Goma. Ooh, found a shutter room, but unfortunately the shutter doesn't open. That is not where Zelda is. Ooh, and more. It's time for another game of 3-door Monty. 2 more locked doors. Finding a whole bunch of diamond staircases almost right next to each other. I kind of wonder if one of those diamond staircases is a troll staircase.
At this point, I mean, she's getting to a point where she's going to have to start checking staircases.
Not anymore!
Nope, never mind! Forget I said anything!
It's a moot point. This race is over. Sky has won. Congratulations. That was a very easy level 9 for her. So she's going to be moving on to the next round to face off against Fred Coughlin. A time of about 68.5 minutes. 78.5 minutes, rather.
Ooh, Fred versus Sky. That's going to be a fun race.
That is going to be a marquee matchup, in my opinion. I look forward to that one. But so, very good race there. And unfortunately, Lobsang's probably discovered the bad news that he has lost this race. So, but it looks like he is going to try and finish it off.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the right call. I mean, he's only got 1 more Triforce left to do, and we know that this level 8 is, fairly innocuous when level 9 is fairly innocuous when it comes to the level 9s we have seen here in this tournament.
And we've gotten word that the official time of that race was 78 minutes and 34 seconds.
So while Lob is making his way here through 8 to kill this Goma, we're going to work on getting Sky into the chat here for a little post-race interview for you guys.
And there is the Triforce pickup in level 8. So now he also has all 8 Triforce pieces, does Lobsang. So now he can go into level 9 And he's got only wood sword. He never did discover where the white sword was. So I got to believe, I know he's lost the race already, but I got to believe he's going to go for mags before he goes to level 9. I mean, 16.
Oh, absolutely. He's right here by where it is. It makes absolute sense to go for it.
Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. It's the right call, because I wouldn't want to go in. I don't care if I have red ring. I don't care if I have that many hearts. I don't want to be going into level 9 with a wooden sword. And now we have Skybilz in the commentator's booth with us. Skybilz, congratulations. Another victory for you. Well played. How are you feeling right now?
Good. I actually felt like I was behind in 9 again. I don't know why. I was starting to get feelings of deja vu.
There was, for about, I'd say, the first 5/8, maybe 3/4 of the race, it was pretty even between the two of you. But what had happened with lobsang is he ended up running out of bombs in level 7, and that cost him some time. He had trouble finding one of the levels, so that was a factor in this race as well. So, yeah, you got into level 9 with a pretty good lead on him. Level 7 ended up being the turning point.
Well, I feel like the best decision I made during that race was the purchase of those bombs in level 8. I couldn't have been happier with that.
Absolutely. Yep. The bomb upgrade for less than what you normally pay for, giving you an additional 5 bombs. If you're wondering, just out of curiosity's sake, the other bomb upgrade shop was in level 7.
Oh.
That was the bomb upgrade shop that lobsang ended up getting. He's now in level 9 right now. He just entered.
Yeah, I don't know why I felt like lobsang was in level 9, because one of the my 6 was horrible, by the way. I was just face palming the entire way through 6. It was when I died in the Wizrobe room and then realized that was the room I needed to get the Triforce. I was really upset about that.
Both of you had troubles with level 6 because both of you took the same path, and then you had realized that you had to take the magical staircase to complete level 6 and get the Triforce there. Pretty lucky though that all that was guarding level 6's Triforce was that Aquamentus, and then the Triforce being in the Triforce room.
And I'm trying to think which level went, but my 7 actually wasn't horrible for a change, because that's the exact opposite of what was going on. But it would have been so easy to miss the bow in 7. That was the one thing I thought about when I picked it up. I'm like, if you didn't bomb there, that's it. Like,
we were discussing at TGE and I about the gambles that you have to take, banking on where you're going to find a particular item. As we see that lobsang is now in the Ganon fight as well. He just needs 4 hits to defeat Ganon. The gamble. Were you thinking about gambling, getting out of level 7, and then going back to one of the previous levels if you had found the Triforce quickly?
Well, I remember finding the compass for 7 in the far end of the chin. And I thought to myself, I'm like, well, it's a 50-50 chance at this point. Hopefully I find it on the way up. If not, to be honest, I was going to scour 7, and it might have come back to bite me. But it was better than finding out they weren't in 5 and backtracking at that point.
Just out of, hey, just to let you know, the item in level 5 was Lord Banana. So, yeah,
I'm sure
Yeah, so definitely the right call to continue on level 7 again. You did find the bow on the way, so that wasn't an issue for there. Neither one of you picked up either of the boomerangs this time around.
Well, I wasn't going to pick up the inferior model with TGE doing commentary.
You could have picked it up if it would have given you a benefit. I'm not going to be that vindictive.
No. But at the moment in time, I think I already had White Sword, so everything was okay. It actually took me quite some effort to get past this Lionel, so when I found the wooden sword super early, I was pretty happy about that, considering...
Yeah, you had found wooden sword several minutes before lobsang did, and that gave you an early advantage in the race, but what put lobsang even with you is he was able to get the Triforce out of level 2 well before you did.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought Patra was holding on to it, and I was just thinking... Yeah. Oh, he got it with the wooden sword? Yeah, about that.
So, big question that I have is really the first couple items you found here throughout, where you found the ladder was the first thing you found in 2, and then both you and Lob are having difficulty finding a candle, and you found the red candle in 3. How big of a find was that for you on the overall scope of things?
That was huge, because I hadn't seen a single candle up to that point, and I felt like that kind of gave me a little bit of an advantage there. And it kind of did, because, lobsang does have the magical sword. I was still upset, by the way, about the magical sword deal. I'm just saying.
I was gonna get to that.
I was too. I'm like, yeah, 14 heart mags for this seed, but yeah, you were able to find almost all the heart containers. You had 15 out of the possible 16 hearts. So yeah, level 9. Tell us about how level 9 went for you, because it looked pretty easy for you.
Well, as soon as I realized what the jig was, I went right first, and I'm happy I found the Ganon, the Ganon thing. I was like, okay, that's where Ganon is. So I started to head up in that direction. I'm like, oh, this is a one-way street. So I wasn't too happy about wasting all that time when really there was only one way to take and you'd find Ganon anyways. The find for Zelda, however, was really interesting. I just started scrambling, going in whatever door I saw first.
Now, luckily for you, Zelda did not do the best of job in the hide-and-seek contest this time. She still won, but let's face it, they both lost.
Yeah, this 9, I mean, it would probably be semi-easy to lose track of where Zelda is, just because, well, you had to go really dig into 9, but I just took the right turn and she was there. Indeed, you didn't have to take any of the staircases to get to Zelda, which brings me to my next question. Keys. How worried were you about the key situation where you went to level 9? At first I was okay, and then I started digging, and all of a sudden my keys were depleting, and I'm like, no, not like this. So I started to think maybe I should stick my head in a couple stairwells if the magic key is in here, but that turned out not being necessary. I just scrambled first, and I figured if I was going to run into our key situation, I was going to cross that bridge when I got to it. Yeah, it was starting to get dicey because you were getting to a part of the dungeon where it was nothing but playing three-door Monty. Yes, but the comfort I took, if you saw, I bombed like crazy, and I had the ability to bomb like crazy. Just bombs were so plentiful for me in this seed. It was a non-issue for that. Ooh, looks like lobsang went north. Yep, he went a different direction. Yep, that was another thing that could have maybe decided this race is which path he took. He's taking a different path than the path you ended up taking that you were able to find Zelda. So, again, Sky, congratulations on your victory. So your next opponent is going to be a good friend of yours in Fred Coughlin, of course, the creator of this Zelda Randomizer. So give us your thoughts about your upcoming match. This is going to be really hard. Fred's been one of my tutors for like the past few months. I really didn't know a ton about Legend of Zelda speedrunning. I mean, Lack Attack showed me how to do a couple things, but it's been Fred and Zhao that's been helping me out this whole time. Yeah, both of them have given you a lot of support during this tournament. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really good race. So congratulations again on your victory. TG, do you have some other questions for Sky?
I do, actually. I wanted to ask, finding an early red ring, especially down there in level 1, how does that affect the way you play a seed as opposed to having to go through either green or blue tunic?
I play very aggressively when I find the red ring. I just see, even if I have a wooden sword, I just see myself as this huge tank, and I tend to stay closer to my enemies, and my combat tends to be very short compared to if I just have a green tunic. I tend to be a little more standoffish. So I really hope that I either get the blue ring early like I did here or get an early red ring against Fred. That's going to be really important for me. I also hope I get an early white sword against him in a hard to find spot that, I can access early. We'll see.
Yeah, I also want to point out, I guess it's more of a congratulatory thing. Nice job on that block clip in the Dark Note room.
Oh, thank you. I've been working on that. The only other thing that's going to be key against Fred is I'm not good at screen scrolling, and I'm not going to waste the time trying to do so. And I'm hoping that one of the take any roads happens, or if I get a ladder early. Otherwise, I'm going to lose a couple minutes just trying to navigate the Lost Woods, or at least hoping that I can get Death Mountain done all in one swoop. Because that heavily influences where I go. In this seed, it didn't matter because I found the ladder first, so I just was able to ladder over to Death Mountain.
And this is kind of one of those bell curve seeds that it started off being generous, then it kind of turned trolly, but then it kind of turned the other way again. Because yeah, this was a raft required seed, and of course a bow required 2 Triforces.
Are you really surprised with me by this point?
No, not at all.
I mean, how many of my seeds have been like this at this point?
Well, this was a whole lot easier than the one you were practicing on last night.
Yeah, the one last night that I saw you practicing on, man, that was really, really bad.
Yeah, I'm happy I got that one out of my system last night.
Yep, I'll bet you did, because yeah, that's probably not the kind of momentum you wanted to have going into the race today.
No, it actually made me overthink. It made me overthink the seat a little bit. I got nervous towards the end because it started to get trolly, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if he found the bow early? And it just kind of sent me spiraling. Although finding the silver arrows in 8 was really good. I was happy about that.
Yep, absolutely. So again, congratulations on your victory. Again, you're facing against Fred Coughlin in the next round. So if TG, do you have any further questions?
None that I can think of right now. I do want to point out, though, that lobsang just got sniped by a wizard in one of the diamond staircase rooms.
Ooh, that is not good. And it kind of makes you wonder how much more time he's going to want to spend before waving the white flag. So again, Skybilz, congratulations. You're moving on to the next round of the tournament, and we look forward to seeing you there. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you again.
All right, thank you. Take care, guys. Thank you for the commentary.
No problem. Good race again, Sky.
No problem. Bye, Jammy.
All right, so lobsang is going to continue to try and complete level 9. Yes, he is unfortunately, yep, this is one of the factors that could have happened in this particular race. Let's say that lobsang had the big lead over Skybilz instead of the other way around. This is why I like to call level 9 the great equalizer. It allows for huge comebacks to happen like this. Because all you got to do is you make the wrong, incorrect, unlucky turns. Your opponent makes the right, lucky turns. Tables are turned just like that.
Yeah, that's the other thing about level 9 here is just how large it is. Is you can get yourself turned around very, very easily, and it's easy for us sitting up here in the booth to look and say, well, why don't you just go, this way or that way? But when you're actually in the heat of the moment playing the game, it's very, very, very easy to get yourself turned around and all lost.
Absolutely, it's easy when we're here in the commentator's booth, but yeah, it is a lot harder if you're the actual racer.
Now, at this point, Lob does have the magical sword here. So any of these rooms that are particularly easy with easy enemy sets, such as this one here with the two Zols, and two likes, I would be killing if I were Lob, just on the off chance that one of them is going to drop me the compass.
That is exactly right. That could really help him complete this seed here. He's down to 1 heart, so he's got to be very careful. However, he has found the road to Zelda, so he is going to finish this race in a time of about 93 minutes and change.
Yeah, 1:33.16 according to SRL RaceBot.
All right, so very good race for lobsang, but yep, in the end, that level 7 where he ended up being bomb blocked, that kind of proved to be a little bit of his undoing there.